Hadir bang, halo Monkey. Thank you yang udah like guys. Halo HTR Musik. Kita masih stuck di divisi 2 guys, sekitar 50 match karena belum nemu formasi yang tepat.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gattuso kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Threads one in, and it's made its way to him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through. It's Luis Suarez.
Halo Haikal.
The keeper has reacted superbly there. Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner.
Nggak challenge.
Van Dijk. Gattuso gets a foot in and wins the ball. Can he get it through?
Aku lagi
Still goalless.
divisi 2 sih.
Now it's Kane. Well, that's a foul.
Astaga.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Dapat nggak Bang Asensio POTW tuh gacha? Ntar aku Asensio yang mana nih? Asensio back ya?
Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of
Ntar coba
defending.
kita
Van Persie
main ini ya,
too strong, too smart.
misinya.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those.
Belum main soalnya aku.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through.
Anjay,
Cross deflected behind for a
gua nggak dapet Bang Asensio. Padahal kamu lagi nyari ya.
corner number 2 then. And that
Berarti
is
kita sama dong, fans
now a
Real
short
Madrid.
chance to counter. Van Dijk. And it's Gravenberch.
Sama-sama fans Real Madrid.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, can they get him away? Van Dijk, very much a man of this moment.
Tapi ngeselin tau,
The goal here would be the ultimate
kita
victory just before the break.
pecinta Madrid, pemainnya dikasih Barca mulu. Barca kan lisensi Konami anjir. Madrid belum masuk lisensi.
Definitely not one of his best.
Berarti sekali gacha doang ya yang Asensio.
And he's managed to get rid. Stood
Harus
well to him there.
bener-bener on point.
Pirlo. Kukçu. Luis Suarez. Lizarazu. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Anjay.
And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any
Kamu nggak
means.
push
The intensity levels are
divisi
there.
kah, Haikal?
That telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Chance for a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi, looking for options for movement. Real chance!
Anjay.
And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Kane. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
his teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Torres. Looking to play him in. Good ball over the top. He's got away. Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Berbahaya.
To Michaelis. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And here's Torres. And this is Messi!
Messi.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Really
Guys, thank you guys yang udah like.
And Dyke promptly onto that, and that is that. There's the shot!
Anjay.
Goal! The breakthrough strike.
Lawan Barca lagi anjir.
Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And it's Messi. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed
Ah,
the shape,
Kokcu.
certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's a throw-in. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, what a climb! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Broad
Malah kalah, guys.
swells around. It is indeed a fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Substitution on the field. Number 38.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Zanetti.
Zanetti.
Number 20. Soboslai.
And he's had a hit. Oh, bang on target.
Number 14. Eto. Substitution.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Pirlo goes short. Zanetti. There's a sharp little ball here. The ball goes in. He rises! And another try! Relentless! Just relentless! And they
Blunder.
are cruising away. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Pirlo! And it's been given away.
Apa sih? Blunder mulu anjir.
Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that is it. The
Fuck,
referee
man.
has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Please be reminded that drinking is only
How would you
allowed
sum
in
up
the
what
areas
we've
shown
witnessed,
in the
Jim?
Lumayan dapat token. Anjay. Match pertama. Lihat gacha tuh bang, POTW. Kita lihat dulu. Oh iya, heading ya. Kalau klik Asensio 5 kali lalu cancel 5 kali. Ini 1 2 3 4 5. Ada 5 yang punya booster ya. Dembele apa ini? Pemburu gol. Kalau nggak ini mau gacha ya gacha. Kalau nabung ya nabung. Kita mainin misi dulu ya. Mending tabung aja koinnya tuh, ada hadiah gratisan. Kita cari dulu gratisan. Biar AI yang main.
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game.
Bang, kalau gacha gratis nggak dapet gacha koin bang, itu Asensio kartu terbarunya POTW itu. Cuman punya 300 koin aku. Perasaan Asensio yang heading udah ada deh waktu itu. Apa kartu terbaru ya? Beda sama yang kemarin.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mateus. Shevchenko. And it's Shevchenko. That's all can place it forward. He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
100 lagi rating
This time, Peter, but that's a warning to the
Bang
opposition.
Max ya masih kebal.
And they'll be looking to do
Kalau kondisi A, kalau udah punya Asensio ya udah nggak usah gacha.
That is a little undercooked.
Asensio aku belum punya sih.
Stood up well to him there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Kita coba nanti dapat. Kok kayak spam komen? Kayaknya kepencet 2 kali ya. Aku tinggal sambil makan ya guys.
So it is still 0-0. Shevchenko. And he's managed to get rid.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked out the run. And the shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's the delivery. Keeper's dealt with that. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, they can break here. Thuram.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And here's Hullet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Meister. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball one clear.
Coba dapat Asensio bang, kan udah ada Xabi jadi udah full Madrid banget nih walaupun Xabi dipecat. Cuman aku belum punya kipernya Madrid.
And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some
Kemarin Courtois aku nggak gacha.
if they're being too risk averse.
Leading 1-0 at
Padahal ada Courtois yang satu booster.
Here we go again then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. That's tidy. Looking to go deep.
Bang, itu dinamo
Defending of the desperate
kenapa warna biru?
Can he spark a counter here?
Karena jadi moderator.
That's good running with the ball. Tries to play it through. And decent chance! Oh, he's really drilled it. Skims one in.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually...
Chance for a shot! No mistake! And that takes him up to 30. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest...
Cukup bang, satu gacha gratis
Some great movement here and the pass...
dan 300 koin karena pakai koin kesempatan 3 kali dong.
By the finishing touch.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence.
Ntar kita gajah koin.
Going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the
Mudah-mudahan
defensive
dapat.
line.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Threads one in. Turns and goes back. He's having a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Pisa really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Substitution.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a searching pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
Kalau abang mau Asensio,
The body becomes tired.
gacha aja bang kalau mau Asensio 2 star lagi.
Happened in this case.
Ntar gue gacha.
He is being harried and hassled.
Soalnya
Look, stopping him
mau
is
ngumpulin
important.
pemain Madrid.
It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's nice.
Belum punya Asensio aku soalnya.
Pullet puts his foot on the gas. Maldini, the man that is tenacity personified.
Added minute has been indicated.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without hesitation. And this is Adriano. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And the counter is on. So that's it. It is all over. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry.
3 kali main kah? Gacha bang, dapetin gratisan dulu.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely... Goes for a shot!
2 kali main kalau skor 2-0, kalau nggak 3-0.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Can he get it through?
Coba kita lihat.
Picked out the run. He has found the way through. And the finish! Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career
Kayaknya
was
3
all
kali
about
deh.
leadership, glory, and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
And this is Shevchenko.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Still goalless at the moment. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Di depan gawang, bule komputer nggak tahu nge-cheat bola.
This contest, Willing running on one side, dogged defense on the other.
Emang AI kadang aneh-aneh.
Thuram. Rijkaard. Shevchenko going about things with real menace. And it's Rijkaard. Matthäus. And it's Hullet. And the shot's on here. Real chance! Goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Chenko.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
D'Alessandro.
AI nggak bisa tahu caranya. Gampang tuh.
That was a period of possession which carried just about no
Kalau aku main,
Shevchenko is on his own. Takes a shot.
kadang suka salah mencet kontrol chip. Tendangan chip.
In a trice, and they are soaring. One sweeping move.
Soalnya dulu
executed with
pakai
deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking.
kontrol
at its
jentik.
finest. Real cut and thrust.
Kontrol sentuh dan jentik. Jadi kan kalau nge-slide ke atas ketuk, sama nge-slide ke atas jadi tendangan flashing. Jadi kebiasaan anjir.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now this could be a chance. Shot at goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. D'Alessandro delivered with swing. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, it's a great... There's the shot! He's got to be quick to recover this. He can get that clear. He's going for goal! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Maldini. Matthäus. Now, can they get him away? Adriano has it in a wide position. Big header! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
4-0 prediksi.
And the action is back underway.
Udah 3-0 tapi ini.
Mateus. Played out to the right. And it's made its way to him. It's a lovely, neat pass. Driving forward. Quality ball. He has a look up. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Out to the right. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Shevchenko goes steaming forward. And here's Shevchenko. It's run loose here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mateus wins the duel this time. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's D'Alessandro. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Shifted it to the flank. And that has left him in a heap. Looking for options for movement. He's in plenty of space here. Good take, and is he in? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
At least a return pass. Over to the left, D'Alessandro. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
There's nothing more.
And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Pullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Pasti udah dapat gratis. 302. Oh, udah dapat. Bang, nggak dipencet tuh berikut. Kita dapat. Kita pakai trik. Yang punya token kita klik 3 kali ya. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Satu, 2, 3. Just 3 kali Asensio. Aduh, dibala kayaknya. Tiga kali Asensio lalu cancel 5 kali. Dapat dibala. Dibala apa nih? Playmaker kreatif. Boleh juga ini. Asensio 3 kali. Satu, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dapat nggak nih? Bisa tuh dapat Asensio. Das. Yah, dapat Bomo. GK. Robert Sanchez. Kiper agresif. Iya, kirain Beumo. Botak soalnya. Satu, 2, 3. Ayo bang, 5 kali Asensio lalu klik cancel 7 kali. Satu, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Apakah kita dapat? CMF. Aduh. Siapa ini? Booster lagi anjir. Odaisano. Book to book. Tinggal satu kesempatan ini. Kita rubah ke posisi 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Harus dapat. Ada gimana ini bang? Nggak dapat anjir. 93 soalnya. Dia 92. Kagak dapet. Sayang banget guys. 3 kali kesempatan doang ya. Nice try. Nggak dapet nggak apa-apa. Next kalau ada lagi dia. Namanya usaha, betul. Nggak apa-apa nggak dapet. Kita lanjut divisi. Bang dapat Gonzalo Garcia POTW sebelumnya. Ya dapat kayaknya dah. Aku lupa. Kamu punya ya? Ketemu MU guys. Coba dilihat nanti filter klub Madrid gua dapat bang Gonzalo Garcia. Abis ini kita lihat. Seingatku sih punya.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And few venues rise to an occasion quite
Finishing
like this one.
Gonzalo
Is, of course,
90.
world-famous Old
Kalau
Trafford.
rating 99. Kondisi A
And that gets
karena
him
dia
trying.
habis
Jim, which player is
ngegolin
best
banyak
equipped
loh,
for this game?
hat-trick.
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Owen, and here's Del Piero. Ball has bounced loose now. Del Piero, he's and Del Piero!
Del Piero
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
hat-trick lawan Anthony.
Manchester
Anthony
United
dikantongin sama
first
Caceres.
in the game for either side, actually.
Berarti Real Betis ya?
And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. Owen! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Bentar guys, aku cek lagi masak daging buat kucing.
It's Luis Suarez. Neither side yet able to find the net. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Owen. And this is Torres. Looking for a runner. Bruno Fernandes. Up he goes! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Hampir tertinggal.
Del Piero. That's a nicely shaped ball. That is a crunching tackle. And he's heaved it away. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team.
Kamu
As long
pakai
as they
smart
don't
assist nggak?
lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Chiellini goes sliding in. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Owen. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, super ball! Caught offside that time.
Kayak bengong gitu pemain.
It's a sharp pass.
Ya ampun.
And that was nowhere near his best. Bruno Fernandes.
Astaga.
Playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest, there's absolutely no supply.
Robertson. Kokchu. And here's Del Piero. Parisi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
1 minute added time.
This ended up in no man's land. Kokchu. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The
Bentar,
intensity
guys.
levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Quality ball. Belletti. Looking for the run. Bale. And it's Belletti. Decent progress down the left. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Eto. Shifted it to the flank. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a good ball through. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Well, there's a probing ball. Del Piero looking to run onto it.
Substitution for Manchester.
Bang nggak ambil Beckham Putra, namanya sing kontrak. Udah ngambil aku.
To replace him is number
Mabar bang, boleh habis ini ya.
Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on the field is number 11.
Cleared without hesitation. And the volley. That's going to go a long way. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he cuts out the supply.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Throw in.
Di sini hujan deras banget, guys.
Out again for a throw in. Ball's out.
Cek pemain filter klub Madrid Bang habis ini kalau ada Gonzalo. Oke, aku cek.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Lofted in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9. Del Piero.
And number 3 coming up.
To replace him is number 13. Raul.
Lizarazu tries to clear. This looks promising.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Time added on 4 minutes.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Raul. That's tidy. And we're
Bisa
done.
counter attack.
Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective.
Malah apa namanya?
Side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Nge-lag anjir.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could go
Turun
behind.
ini mah.
Perhaps one team might be.
Cek filter Madrid. Oh, malah naik 5. Satu. Belum ada. Perasaan waktu itu dapet deh. Masih kurang banyak berarti ini. Terlalu banyak Barca anjir. Barca banyak banget. Bos second masih ada nggak bos second? Masih ada nggak bosekan? Nggak punya ya Bang Gonzalo? Iya nggak punya aku. Bang siapa yang mau mabar? Itu tadi bos second. Gue nggak lagi mau mabar lagi nih, nggak mau dulu. Ya udah kita lanjut. Divisi. Belum nemu formasi yang enak. Punya Martin Paes 100 gak? Punya. Kondisinya jelek mulu aja. Formasinya sama.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Santos Laguna.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Hidetoshi Nakata, genuine legend, not just of Japan, but actually Asian football in general.
Yeah, absolutely, Peter. Someone in many ways who is one of the first Asian pioneers to really succeed in European football.
Yeah, an excellent import who paved the way for others.
Indeed, technique, intelligence, great work ethic too, and he had so many strengths.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And the counter is on. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Jong, looking for options for movement. Nakata is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart. And they can counter here. Albert Ferrer.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so
Rating
far.
100 kan Martin Paes.
Shot-free zone.
And it's Thuram. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played in by Albert Ferrer.
Well played and well cleared.
Lizarazu. Ball played for Kokchu.
Belum pernah aku pakai Martin Paes.
Lizarazu.
Aduh, Lizarazu.
It's out for a goal kick.
Boosternya apa ya? Kalau kiper mah pasti
And it's Belletti.
penyelamatan ya.
Yeah, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Penyelamatan
And here's
sama
Mbappe.
kemampuan kiper biasanya.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nakata. Nakata. Oh, facing up to
Martin
his
Paes kayaknya
This
bagusan
is a formidable
si
matchup.
ini deh. Siapa itu yang satu lagi?
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Stoichkov clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Up he goes! And now a sudden chance to counter.
Eduro ya. Siapa sih namanya, lupa aku.
Can he get on the end of this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Goes for a shot! Nakata. Now it's Stoichkov. Tura. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Kukchu. Coming on
And
the
the
field
second half gets
is
underway.
number 20.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to
Apa ini?
first.
Picked out brilliantly. And the shot!
Ah, kena teman sendiri.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
De Jong. Baresi does well to get it back. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Stoichkov. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Albert Ferrer. That's good running with the ball. Lovely pass, but he's having a shot. They've done it.
Oke abang, habis ini pace-nya divisi tapi 1 kali aja atau 2 kali main.
Fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection.
Coba kita lihat kondisinya nanti. Kayaknya belum aku kasih booster deh.
So we have our breakthrough.
Talk about a perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Tries to pass it through. Best
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Stoichkov. It's a searching pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And there's the shot!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mbappe. And it's De Jong. And here's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball. Thuram gets it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And this is Stoichkov.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Chance! It's in! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over surely.
After 83
Another
minutes,
moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it.
Kylian Mbappe.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Bellingham. Mbappe. Can he finish? Goal! With so little time left.
Sama-sama Mbappe guys.
Finish.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Danger averted for now. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And the shot's on here. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part.
Mbappe kayaknya nggak cocok pakai nomor 7 ya.
Real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Belum aku kasih booster. Kiper pengarah pertahanan. Oh, dia punya skill itu. Jangkauan kipernya nggak nyampe ya. Nggak nyampe 90.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, those marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking to play on the front foot.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And we have our very first corner. And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
PSV are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Main blitz caller dia. Nggak pakai pies, belum punya posternya soalnya.
It's a decent clearance. Driving through the middle. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. It's just beyond his reach. Robertson.
PSV clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Played out wide. Flashes it across.
Aduh.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't
Mbappe.
get themselves set.
Zanetti. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Albert Ferrer. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's intervened well there. Szoboszlai. Albert Ferrer. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And this is Luis Suarez. Szoboszlai.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And they can counter here. Oh, that's clever. And he's certainly unstoppable.
Aduh,
Finish! In he goes again!
hampir anjir.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Robertson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pakai booster penyelamatan kalau
PSV have their second
punya
corner
100
now.
koin. Sayang kalau punya 100 token.
That has been knocked clear.
Mending buat pemain epic.
Luis Suarez, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Mana ini nggak ada yang nyamperin?
Good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be a throw-in.
Ngasih booster
And he's managed to gift it back.
buat pemain short time itu sayang.
This is Bale. Now, can they get him away? And he's in on Thursday.
Anjir.
It's in. They have done it. They had their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A horrible blip. A horrible blip. A situation utterly avoidable.
Cuman 100 doang aku punya.
Resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to...
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves. And it's
Soalnya pemain short time kan gak stabil
well, it's been intriguing start
kondisinya.
so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
A very special birthday.
The second half then just getting going. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Nggak pelanggaran
It's a
anjir.
decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get it through? He has found the way through. Shoots! Oh, the ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Bisa-bisanya loh.
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Face to face with the shot!
Ah, malah ke comeback anjir.
Yes, it's there!
Kumpulin sampai 300.
And look what it means to them.
Lama
This
ngumpulin
is a
kayak gitu, guys.
position of genuine strength now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is
Kalah
another.
sama kayak gini anjir.
Take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his...
It's Luis Suarez! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vitinha. Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's Cristiano Ronaldo! Paresi. Knocks it into space. And it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball.
Messi kalah sama Vitinha ya.
Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Substitution for PSV. Number 7, Bale. Number 21, Atebrisal. Number 18, Vitinha. Coming on the field, number 14, Messi. Number 22, Hazard. Number 17, Kukcu. Substitution in progress.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Cavani. And the shot! Relentless! Just
Malah kena
relentless!
bantai guys.
And they are cruising away. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
when the manager called on him. He's had a shot! Great football, shot and save.
Dia Courtois yang mana sih? Satu booster.
Corner number 2 then.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Goes for a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar. He slings it in.
Emang lagi sial. Kena tiang, guys.
In once more. That's a decent clearance. That's at the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Please be made aware that
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles ticking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
And here's Mbappe. Greenwood. And it's Kukçu. And they're not going to make any further progress now. This is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to.
Takes a shot! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's the keeper's ball. Conte. Turan receives it in a good position here. And he cuts out the supply. Driving on and making good progress. He has a look up. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is good alertness. Now that looks a decent ball. Conte. And it's Snyder. And here's Mbappe. Showing great feet there. Greenwood looking understandably energised after his goal. Greenwood aimed beyond the defence. He's shifted. Eto'o! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. That's the throw. And here's Kaka. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
This their second corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yaya Toure certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Kaka. Now it's Beckham. He's through here. And this is Beckham. Some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. And there is the half-time whistle. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue
Hello,
even
attendees.
further.
This
I'd
is a
always be
lost
inclined to go
children's
for
announcement.
the latter,
Would
go
the
for a
father of
third,
boy in a
especially
yellow
with a full
t-shirt
half of
gladly make
football
his
still
way
to
to
play.
the information centre?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Kante. Now it's Greenwood. Takes the shots!
Kenapa ngesut ya?
Really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Turan. Could be danger here. For Yaya Toure. And it's Kaka. That's a good ball out wide. Greenwood. Mbappe. That looks a cracking ball. Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. Albert Ferrer. To Greenwood. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Played out towards the right wing. Good ball, good take. And that pass just didn't quite work. And they've got rid. Just about up to 75 minutes. This looks promising. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kukçu.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Kylian Mbappe. Substitution.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Indonesia get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Greenwood.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there.
2 added
We are
minutes has been
into stoppage
indicated.
time. An instinctive delivery. And Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
And a
So,
quick reminder
picking up
today
the
that
Man of the
parking
Match
in the area
award,
around the
and no...
stadium-
Kita off dulu guys, lanjut besok ya. Thank you yang udah like, thank you yang udah subscribe, thank you Monkey Luffy, ya Musik, Haikal, thank you bos second HP yang udah mampir subscribe juga.